Hello guys, in this FreeCAD tutorial I will show you how to create the holder model from this draft. We will be using this dimension for creating the model, and let's open the FreeCAD, open the PartDesign Workbench and create the model. In the body we have to create the bottom part of this model. Let's create the 2D plan with sketch. Okay, and let's create the bottom line and let's set the dimension of this line. Okay, we can open the draft and you can see the 125 millimeters. You can use the Python console like calculator for calculation the different values. Okay, let's divide it the diameter and get the radius, and let's create another vertical line and set the vertical dimension. It will be 10 millimeters. So we have C. Let's create the horizontal line and vertical line. And let's set the radius 20 millimeters for vertical line. It's this value from draft, and we have to create the value of height. It will be 90 millimeters for center of cylinder. Okay, let's set 90 millimeters. And let's create this field and set 40 millimeters radius value. Okay, for creating the solid body we have to close this sketch. Okay, let's make it for the sketch. Okay, we have to set constraint vertical, and if you see the green sketch, we all define the all dimensions, and let's create the revolution operation and we can make the refine. Okay, we have created the bottom part of the model, and we have to create the horizontal cylinder with hole. Okay, let's create another sketch on 2D and create the center of the cylinder, and I remember it 90 millimeters. It is. Let's create this arc. Let's make the vertical line and set the 40 millimeters dimension from draft, and let's horizontal dimension 4 point and 4 line. Okay, we have to choose boss and set the dimension for horizontal lens. We have the half of full dimension, okay, and so now we have to create the arc. We can use this tool and set the points, 3 points, and let's set the constraints. Okay, we have to set the vertical dimension for central point, and let's set the dimension radius for this arc from draft, or 120 millimeters. Okay, and the last constraint, we have to set the normal this arc to the central line. Let's delete this part of line and let's return the horizontal dimension 40 millimeters. Okay, if you see the green sketch, we define all dimensions for the sketch, but we have the false, and let's delete the one dimension and let's make the revolve operation. Let's create the axis for revolving tool, and choose this axis and click OK. So it works, but let's change the sketch and create the symmetry for this line. We have to choose all lines which we want to mirror, and let's choose the symmetry, but we have to choose all line, and last line have to be axis for mirror. Okay, let's symmetry tool, and now we have the closed sketch, and let's choose this symmetry line and click OK, and so let's make the refine operation. Okay, we have the full model, and so let's create the sketch and hole for this cylinder. Let's create the circle in this sketch and set the vertical dimension from central point of coordinate system. No, something wrong. let's zoom it and try again. Let's choose these points again. Okay, it has to be this line. Okay, so let's create this hole. Using this tool, this pocket tool called and set this dimension, and we have the hole. And now we have to create the sketch on this part. It will be these two holes. Okay, let's copy from Python console the radius, PowerPoint. Let's hide the pocket. You can hide the model using space button. Okay, and let's set the radius from draft and create the circle of our hole. It has diameter 20 millimeters, and here we have something wrong, but in the start of this video you can saw what this radius had 18 millimeters radius. I will create this arc. Yeah, let's use this tool. Okay, and set the radius. Okay, now we have to use this constraint lines. These blue lines used for help for creation of different things, but it doesn't used for creation the sketch. It just helped to create the lines on the sketch. Okay, let's set this central dimension. (24 millimeters) for both. Let's delete this constraint and we can close the sketch and make the pad operation. Yes, it works, it looks true, but let's hide the model and make the symmetry for this part of the sketch. Okay, let's delete this line and let's choose all dimensions, all edges for, and last edge will be this axis, and let's make the symmetry operation. Let's close the sketch and create the path extrusion and set 20 millimeters like in the draft. Let's click OK, and so now we have to create the holes through all model bottom part. Let's create the sketch on the surface, and let's try to use the external geometry tool for input the edge of the circle from model, and let's create the real circles for this sketcher. It just help circles, and let's make the pocket operation for creation the holes through bottom part of the model. Okay, let's make the refine, and it will delete the edges. Okay,